Africa. So far with South Africa having to play in Group B that they've lost. A couple of wickets up early, and I think Colin Ingram, the first one to fall there, Hussein.
Yeah, feet were stuck here. He didn't get the feet going. It was a ball that was pitched up, running across him, angle across him, and just had a little bit of a poke or flash at that one without any decisive foot movement, and therefore getting the edge. And that was tight because he almost overstepped. Just part, a fraction of that heel had to be behind the line, and umpires asked Ingram just to hang 10 there for a moment to have a look at it. So there we go. You can see the feet haven't moved at all. A very good low catch as well from Reinhardt's second slip.
And I think also the plan of having the right-left combination for South Africa, it was something. It's Hashim Amla, a faint inside edge, walked straight away.
He walked straight away, and that was a bit unusual. We got the ball not back. Amla perhaps expecting the ball to leave him because Yadav does get a little bit of shape away from the right-hander, so I'm not looking to push that through the offside, getting an inside edge. Ball may have just kept lower touch, but faint little tickle, unusual dismissal.
You know, and so Robin Peterson, who's scored so well, made a 50, I think it was his maiden. Trying to play that onto the left side.
Yep. Wonderful bit of feeling. So this is the other area that India have improved in leaps and bounds in the last 10-15 years, is their fielding. That wonderful bit of fielding, stood up, and good awareness as well, knew exactly which end to throw. But you know, with running, it's with the crowds, etc., you've got to keep eye contact between the two batsmen, and perhaps sometimes batsmen tend to ball watch. You're just watching the ball, and especially when there's a fantastic bit of fielding, they ball watch instead of watching your partner and knowing exactly where he is. And we'll see the other run out later on with Faf du Plessis. There was something there as well where the batsmen just took their eye off one another.
This is as plumb as you get. How on earth does Duminy and de Villiers discuss this?
Well, I think Duminy, it seems more or less knew that he played around his front pair. It was going on to hit middle or perhaps leg stump. And you looked to me comfortable to walk, and then had a chat with his captain, perhaps captain thinking, look here, strategically, you're a big wicket here, I need you around, and let's just take a little bit of a chance, maybe missing leg stump. But that was pretty plumb in front.
Yeah, and probably only looking at that, and they're like, it was a decision maybe they should have kept as well, but luckily there was no LBW there, and AB de Villiers probably charging down of his shot delivery from here.
Yeah, that was a big wicket, wasn't it? With de Villiers on 70, you know, he bats through. South Africa got a very good chance of winning the game, and then decides to double step or charge Yadav. Not a good move because Yadav's slippery, he's skiddy, he's quicker than he looks. Almost reminds you of a Darren Gough because he's quick, he's skiddy, he rushes you. So we saw the de Villiers trying to go over the top, and just didn't work.
Rush of blood to the head. This is a run-up. Faf du Plessis was already turning Colin Miller, David Miller, beg your pardon, back, and he just didn't see it perhaps.
And here again, watch Miller. He turns, and yes, as unlucky as he is, Miller turns, watching the ball, and just carries on running. But he's not watching his partner. So here we go. A little bit of a slip there from Faf du Plessis. But then Miller just keeps running. He's not looking at his partner. You've got to be looking at your partner. Eye contact is extremely important between the two partners, and that just didn't happen there. So a few basic errors South Africa are making. You know, there's some of the basics that you tend to teach school kids when they're running between wickets. Loud calls, eye contact, those types of things. And here another good catch as well. And Dhoni, interestingly, he knew, Dhoni, that, you know, when it comes to restricting runs, he was going to use his spinners. They were going to keep it tight, going for 4, 5 and over. But when he needed wickets, he was going to bring on and turn to the quicks, Yadav and Sharma, and that's exactly what Sharma did here. Got him the wicket of du Plessis.
Yeah, you probably that was one of the last helps for South Africa when you lose a guy like Faf du Plessis, who has set up so well. But unfortunately, he was involved in a couple of run-outs as well. Rory Kleinfeld, well, the writing was on the wall already, yeah?
Yeah, at this stage you can see that required run rate creeping up to 8, which is still gettable. But, you know, once you get a run-out and all your top-order batsmen are back in the hut, it becomes very difficult then for your tail-enders. But South Africa, you feel, I mean, look at McLaren, the way he batted. You just need a little bit of support. So Toby playing around there, trying to play the big sweep shot and missing a quicker one from Jadeja. So he picks up a wicket as well.
That was probably fight as well down there. And Morne Morkel, the last wicket to fall as well. India were on the roll at the moment when they got rid of Morne Morkel, and who just stood there around with Ryan McLaren. But their hope as well was just to try and get as many boundaries as they can and get closer in terms of the net run rate.
Correct, and that was the reason, you know, and some may be wondering if Morkel was injured, and he's such a big factor with the ball for South Africa that if you've got Morkel and Steyn injured, it's a massive blow for South Africa and their attack. So why did Morkel come out to bat if the management knows that he's injured? The fact is that the net run rate, they needed to get as close as possible to the 300.
Certainly there, and that they completed with India